jabronis. This is Crazy Pretzel coming to you live with some thoughts on the WWE Spammy Awards. That's right, it's not the Slammies, it's the Spammies. So, Raw overall tonight was an okay show. I thought most of the matches kind of under-delivered a little bit, but just time-wise, but overall it was an okay show. So, this is kind of me ripping off CJ Styles, which I think he ripped off Classic 1333's 5 likes, 5 dislikes. And then they both came up with the idea. I don't know who came up with it. Before I go into the show, I have 2 advertisements, since WWE can advertise for like half an hour to an hour of every show. I can do 1 minute of my show. So our first advertisement is beef broth. Essential ingredient if you want to make good French onion soup. So if any of you guys are going to make French onion soup, you need to get this beef broth. It's good stuff. My second advertisement is refried beans. Viva la raza and Viva refried beans. Now, if you have a high blood pressure, I wouldn't recommend eating this because they have a lot of sodium in it, and a lot of sodium is bad for your body because it keeps water, excess water in your body, which your heart has to kind of pump with and all that bad stuff. Remember, wherever sodium goes, water goes. So, but otherwise, enjoy these 2 food items if you go to your local grocery store to purchase them. So anyway, let's go into the show. 5 likes, 5 dislikes. We're gonna go to the 5 likes first. We'll be positive for once. Just like my iced tea makes me positive. So, number 5, I like the Cody Rhodes versus Mark Henry matchup. Because I like that, number 1, Mark Henry jobbed to Cody Rhodes, which was cool. And number 2, it made Cody Rhodes actually look pretty threatening. Even though he plays that, cowardly heel thing when he, doesn't want to get punched in the face and he worries about his face or whatever. He actually can be pretty aggressive in the ring, and he actually, dominated Mark Henry for most of the matchup. So, my one little complaint, though, was I didn't like the ending, because after he hit the Beautiful Disaster, he basically just did a knee drop to his shoulder and pinned him. And Michael Cole said that it was to the spine, when it was clearly to the shoulder. So no offense, but I don't see how getting a hit in the shoulder is gonna knock you out for a 3 count. If it was maybe to the head, or hell, even to the spine, I suppose that could have did it, but to the shoulder, doesn't work in my book. Nevertheless, I like the match. Number 4, CM Punk's Despicable Me Slammy Award to him and his promo afterwards. It was, the award itself was cool because I thought it was quite funny how he interrupted Rey Mysterio's family's birthday, singing the song "Happy Birthday" to the kid or whatever, and he just started singing it, but he sounded all mean and rude about it. So I thought that was funny. And then his promo about how people that do wrong to him he wants revenge on, but he didn't say who it was. So I'm pretty sure it was probably someone from his Survivor Series matchup. I forget exactly how he got the injury. But it's cool because it's something for us to kind of think about and what he's looking forward to when he can come back from his hip injury that he has right now. Coming in at number 3 was HBK's little live interview via satellite promo or whatever. It's always cool seeing HBK. I just appreciate what he did for us, over the wrestling years. And I don't know. I don't think he's gonna come back. He might be one of the few wrestlers that actually retires and just retires. So, I don't think he'll come back maybe wrestling-wise, but maybe once in a while, as a referee or a commentator or something, he might come back. But wrestling-wise, I really don't think he's gonna come back. He's gonna be one of the few exceptions. Number 2, one of the few matches that actually got some time tonight, Rey Mysterio versus The Miz. The match overall was pretty good. There was really, the only thing that was messed up with the match was I think Miz goofed up Rey Mysterio's bulldog he does, where the guy holds Mysterio up and then Mysterio just kind of slams him down, face first out of the ring. He kind of botched that spot, but overall the match was pretty good. So I like that one. And then my favorite thing of the show was Edge came out to do a slammy, and then he had Christian come out. And Christian, mentioned Alberto Del Rio, so when he comes back, that's still going to be a feud going on, hopefully. And it was just cool seeing those guys together again. Who knows, maybe we might get some tag team matches from or something in the future when Christian comes back. So, and plus just Edge winning an award for smashing the Michael Cole's computer or whatever, and Christian Nag like faking the like that computer bleep noise or whatever, and Edge getting angry and mad. That was funny stuff. So that was my favorite. So on to the 5 dislikes of the show. Coming in at number 5, the Wade Barrett versus Big Show match at the beginning of the show. The match was, it wasn't horrible, but, you know, this match didn't do anything for either guy, in my opinion. Because Barrett just, like, grabbed the his slammy. Well, Big Show took his slammy, like, at the beginning, and then, at the end, Barrett just got himself counted out just to grab his slammy and take off. So, I mean, the match didn't really do anything for either guy, so I didn't really see what the point of it was. Number 4 would be the Kofi Kingston, Daniel Bryan versus Ted DiBiase, Dolph Ziggler match. Now, it might be mean for me to rip on this, because these are 4 guys I like, and, you know, the mid-card's generally the reason to watch the show. But the match was just too short. Like, the match was too short, and I don't know if DiBiase got injured during the match or not. There was, like, a spot where there was, like, a double crossbody between Kofi Kingston and him, and he just kind of rolled out of the ring. And he stayed out of the ring, and then so Ziggler came in, you know, I guess thinking he was injured or something. So Kofi hit like 3 moves, 3 nice moves, but you know, he pinned Ziggler. DiBiase came back in to make the save, but like he didn't make it in time, and Ziggler wasn't the legal man. So number 1, the match was too short. Number 2, Ziggler wasn't the legal man. So, and it's another match that made DiBiase look weak. So, and no offense to this, but, you know, what really did Kofi and Ziggler might fight for the Intercontinental title at the pay-per-view, maybe. They might have a rematch or something, but what did it really do for, you know, DiBiase or anything? I don't know. Coming in at number 3, the Sheamus versus Morrison match. It was, like, not a match at all, it just ended in a quick DQ. Them brawling was okay. Actually, that's really my only complaint, was like, they were supposed to have a match, they were plugging a match, but then it was just a simple DQ. So, at least this pay-per-view, we get a ladder match between them for a number 1 contendership title. So that'd be cool. But, yeah, I don't like how they promoted a match, and then they couldn't have at least had maybe a couple minutes match and then just have like a double count-out or something. You know, something like that anyways. So I didn't like that. Number 2, David Arquette being on the show in general, and how they were like, oh, he's a former WCW heavyweight champion. You know, when people have really bad injuries on their bodies and they don't heal right, they tend to just reopen and bleed at some point in time. So I didn't understand why they would reopen that wound. You know, was it really worth reopening that wound to watch it bleed a little bit more? You know, David Arquette was a piece of crap when he won the World Heavyweight Championship, and I'm still not really a big fan of him in general. And then they put him in a semi-main event match of him and Alex Riley versus Orton. I mean, really, you know Orton was going to win the match, and it's just stupid. I mean, they couldn't have like had Orton fight like somebody else that was like more of a threat. I mean, you know, did Orton beating Arquette and Riley really do anything for him? I don't know. I'm not really an Arquette fan, and I didn't like him on the show. So, anytime they have a celebrity guest host or whatever on the show, it usually makes Raw, like, crappier. I don't know. And my least favorite thing on the show was Barrett rehiring Cena. It's just the whole storyline. I don't see the point of Cena being fired, but he just keeps randomly showing up, and that's okay. He can do whatever he wants. That's okay. He just randomly shows up, and then Barrett has to make a decision to rehire him, or he's gonna get excommunicated. Better lack of a word, kicked out of his group. You know, which doesn't make any sense. I don't know. It really doesn't make any sense, because what did Barrett really do against like the other guys in his group aside from Otunga? You know. So, I don't know. I didn't like that he had to rehire Cena. It's just, I don't know. It's the whole storyline. You know, anything these guys do on TV just doesn't really entertain me as much or have me be, like, excited. Because it's just such a waste of a decent storyline. They could have went so many different ways with this. You know, they could have had Cena stay off TV. He could have, like, you know, I don't know. I don't even want to talk about it. It's just a stupid storyline. Really, in fact, I want to promote something. CJ Styles, like, he does like a like fantasy-ish booking type thing on his Raw reviews lately. One of them, he had some really good ideas for booking this. That or it might have been a pay-per-view review. I forget which video it is, but he had a really good like backstory of what they should have did with Cena and their Nexus. So look up his videos and check it out. That's my opinion on that. Well, phonies, that was my 5 likes, 5 dislikes on the show, and I will catch you guys later.